Welcome dear students. Today we are going to discuss a chapter from your book Reach for the Top, and it has been written in two parts. So today we are doing part 1, which is based on the life and work of Santosh Yadav. Okay, so Santosh Yadav, as you can see in the picture, she was a mountain climber. She has set a world record as we have discussed in the class. So this is a chapter about her, how she has scaled the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Okay, so let us begin with the explanation line by line. The only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcome. Because she was born in the society of Haryana, and India is a land where people still are not happy with the birth of a girl child. So this is being mentioned here. So, and the birth of a son is a blessing. Daughter is not a curse. What is the curse? Curse is the opposite of boon. Okay, it's like a bad omen. So the people don't welcome the birth of girls. When her mother was expecting, when her mother was pregnant, Santosh, a traveling holy man, as we have discussed in class, is a sage. In the kingdom of fools, you have had the word sannyasi. So holy man is a sannyasi. Giving her his blessings, assumed that she wanted a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that did not want a son. So this was the most astonishing fact that the sage could not digest, that these people said they did not want a son. He was giving the blessing that you may have a son. The holy man was also surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing. They were wanting a girl. And as destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Santosh was born the sixth child in a family with five sons, a sister to five brothers. Okay, so this is about her. She was the youngest, so obviously pampered, and then five brothers she is having. She was born in the small village of Joniavas of Reveri district in Haryana. And students, as we have already discussed about Haryana, the kind of female feticide, infanticide that takes place, and they are not welcoming girls. Okay, the girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment, satisfaction. As you know, Santosh is a Hindi word, okay, which means satisfaction. But Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. She was against her name also. She began living life on her own terms from the start. So she has a rational approach for everything, okay. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred shorts. So living in a very conservative society, she wanted to wear shorts. Looking back, she says now, from the very beginning, I was quite determined, focused, that if I chose a correct and a rational path, the others around me have to change, not me. So she was one of those trailblazers who wanted to change the society, the thinking of the people, and many other things. Okay, Santosh's parents were affluent landowners, affluent, wealthy, and people in power. Okay, who could afford to send their children to the best schools, even to country's capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by. So the parents were wealthy enough, they could send their all the sons and daughter to the very good school in Delhi. But in line with the prevailing custom, prevailing something which is going on, custom, tradition in the family, Santosh had to make do with the local village school. Make do, she had to go to the local school because it was the culture. Girls' education was not given a very good priority. So she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. She was very determined, iron-willed from the very beginning. Her character sketch is very important, and I have given you in the notes. Please go through it. And the right moment came when she turned 16. At the age of 16, what she did, at 16, most of the girls in a village used to get married. Okay, because it was a small village. Santosh was also under the pressure from her parents to do the same. They wanted her to get married. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She did not want to get married. Okay, she had just completed class 10th. Okay, maybe. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. She was asking for something which is a birthright. Education today is very important. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. Okay, so she left home and she got herself admission in a very good school in Delhi. When her parents refused to pay her for education, thinking that she will come back, she politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part-time to pay her school fees. So see how rational approach. Now parents were under the pressure that they have to pay. Such a big affluent family, and the daughter will go and work out somewhere. It is not what is going to suit. Okay. Her parents then agreed to pay her for her education. wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge. Urge we have discussed, a strong desire for something, for more education. Santosh passed the high school examination, class 12, and went to Jaipur. Now see, the girls there were not allowed to even complete 10th and 12th. She managed to get a proper education up till the class 12th also, and now she is going to college. She joined Maharani College in Jaipur and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Santosh remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravali Hills. I used to watch villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day, I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. So she was encouraged by this incident as a turning point of her life. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative. Affirmative in the positive, yes, and motivated me to take to climbing. So this was the beginning. Then there was no looking back for this determined young girl. There was no looking back. She did not go back in life. She went on, and as you know, she has reached the pinnacle. She saved money and enrolled in the course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, which is one of the best. And as I told you, there was a serial also made on Star Plus by the name of Mount Everest. It was based on her life. Okay, my college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on 19th of May. This was a bad luck, and I was supposed to be in Uttarkashi on 21st, so only one day time. So I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training. So from Jaipur, she directly went to Uttarkashi without going back to the Rewari district, Haryana. I had to write a letter of apology to my father, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled in Uttarkashi. So she had to write sorry letter to her father because she had done something without permission. Thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. She started going. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. She could learn that. Also developed a remarkable resistance to the cold and altitude. Resistance, as I told you, endurance. Equipped with an iron will. She was having an iron will. She was very strong mentally, physically. Physical endurance, ability to endure, bear, and an amazing mental toughness. She proved herself repeatedly. So she was a person who was very, very tough. The culmination, the end result of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992, Mount Everest first mission, just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Ravli mountaineers if she could join them. At barely 21 years of age, Santosh Yadav scaled Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the fiat. Achieve this target or achieve this achievement. She was the one who has set a benchmark now. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others, desire to work together with them, found her a special place in the hearts of the fellow climbers. She was a person who was actually winning people's hearts. Okay. What happened next? During the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Pole. This is the point in the Mount Everest. She was unfortunately unsuccessful in saving him. This person died, okay, but she tried a lot to save him. However, she managed to save another climber, Mohan Singh, please remember the name, who would have met with the same destiny, and she not shared her oxygen with him. So she managed to save one of the person's life by sharing the oxygen cylinder. Imagine climbing Mount Everest. Firstly, it's a very tough task. Then you are trying to save somebody. Then secondly, you are trying to share your oxygen cylinder. Oxygen level is so low, and then providing help at such a place, it's so risky. So she was one of the persons who had a lot of feelings for others, a compassion to work together. Within 12 months, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition that invited her to join them. So she was invited by these people. She then scaled the Everest a second time. And Everest is 8848 meters, almost 9 kilometers. Okay, thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Everest twice. Firstly, the youngest, and second, the only woman to have scaled Mount Everest twice, and securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals of mountaineering. In the records, annals is the records. In recognition of her achievement, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honors, the Padma Shri. That is why we are talking about her, and I think she is a perfect example of woman empowerment. Describing her feelings when she was literally on top of the world, when she was at the Mount Everest, Santosh has said it took some time for the enormity of the moment to sink in. Enormity, the hugeness of the moment to sink in, to absorb that she has achieved this thing. Okay, it took her time. Then I unfurled the Indian tricolor. Unfurling, that is opening the flag, and left it aloft on the roof of the world. Let it fly on the roof of the world. Roof of the world is Tibet. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. The feeling is indescribable. She says she doesn't have words now. The Indian flag was flying on top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. Being an Indian, she is extremely proud. I felt proud as an Indian. Also a fervent is very dedicated environmentalist. Santosh collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. So you can see she was working for the environmental cause also. This is it from my side. I hope you like the explanation. Please let me know if there are any more doubts. You can contact me. Thank you. Thank you, children.